This today's story, related by Josh Gordon of blessed memory. Olav Hashalom, he could add the word Zichreina Livracha.
He still remembers. Everyone's chitas, he's still living.
Unbelievable, just the emes of a chassid.
It's part of everyone's chitas.
Yeah. So someone sent me, you may have heard it, I don't know, someone just sent me a clip of the story, Yankee Winder from Australia. So if you hear his shiurim, maybe he said it. You heard it lately. Akapanim, he tells the story like this. His father, Shalom Bergot, the shliach in Maplewood, New Jersey, he quotes all the time, told the story about his Zayda, the beloved of Yochanan Gordon, the Rabbi in 770. You remember him? No. So Rabbi Yochanan Gordon related the following. So he and his brother had a brother called Baruch. So they're from the first Tmimim in Lubavitch. Lubavitch. So one year they came back home to Dokshitz, which is where they lived, for Rosh Hashanah. Mamish left. They're in Shul. Rosh Hashanah by night, and the Yochanan is hearing two people talking. So Rosh Hashanah by night. They're talking about the price of fish, that this year was very expensive. Inflation. Whatever they did. So it tells us, Josh tells the story that he used to say this, just come back from the Babbage, learned all these Maimodim, suffused and inspired by what's happening in Rosh Hashanah. What we're learning right now, the Eire, Rotzen, Lucha, Rotzen, Atzmi is Gewalt. And a new Amshach, a new Chai is coming into the world, a whole new creation. And they're talking. As well as the cup. So he was so like, what do we use?
Bewildered.
Aghast. Wow. Rosh Hashanah. And you read wegen the fish, you're talking about the price of fish. So the two fellows who were talking, they kind of say to each other aloud, looking at the two brothers, Zwei smarkachas, it means like whippersnapper. You're coming from the Babbage, and they mean they take a fear in the world. They just came from the Babbage, they think that they run the world. Like dismissive of them. Two young whippersnappers in it. So Shalom Bergor, Allah Shalom, says, Josh's father said, what's the lesson? He said, they're right. They're two smart catchers, whippersnappers. And that's the whole chiddush of Timchit Mimim of Siddur. Little fellas, but imbued and inspired and empowered by Chassidus and being plugged in, Taka around the world. Taka can illuminate and change the world. Taka. He said it sarcastically. Taka them. They're right, but that's the path. I mean, these words were prophetic. The explanation of these words are prophetic. You have to understand, the Babbage is a small town in White Russia, and the Rebbe Rashav Nerish Lahoyer illuminate the world. If you just think who these Chassidim were, and that Yiddishkeit kept alive for 7 years under communism, it's only the Tamimim. And then the Tamimim, the whole Shlichus, the whole world, it all started with these whippersnapper kids, still wet behind the ears, coming back with my Modim, and not a fantasy. Not a fantasy. This is the reality. And they will illuminate the world with it, and that's what's happening. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and see you all, God willing, tomorrow. Atlantis.